The first one is, what
Um,
specific service are you providing for your community partner?
I'm gonna go sit with Tracy.
Well, we're feeding the hungry, so that's the biggest
Yeah.
There's
thing.
to Tracy.
So meals.
Yeah, packaging meals, okay. And then it's how many hours have we all logged so far?
I think I've done 17 total.
I have not done that much.
I've done 12.
Yeah, I think I have 10 done now.
I've been going in at different times. I emailed Sandy.
Video.
Sorry, I had to kick a doctor out of my office.
It says, what are you learning? Any joys, challenges, insights?
Well, I guess you're learning just how global the hunger is, even just locally here. So,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and how much the food pantry takes. I mean, I guess I just assumed it all went international and not a lot of it stayed here. So,
Have you heard how much of it does stay here? Like what percentage or anything?
well, I talked to one of the guys, and he said that like the food pantry will come and maybe get a pallet, which I'm not sure how much
Okay.
is on a pallet, but they'll come get a pallet, and that'll last them like the month. So I think they kind of subsidize with other things. You know, if they don't have enough, then they'll subsidize that. But they did say macaroni and
Yeah,
cheese.
and I didn't realize. Yeah, and I didn't realize how much of this stuff. I mean, that nothing's really donated. I mean, they pay for pretty
Yeah.
much
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Money that they. I figured it was all donated.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fundraising that goes with it.
I think a
Yeah.
lot of it is funded from donations, though.
Yeah.
And they did tell me, like, the T-shirts, the guy that started that Meals from the Heartland, he's a good friend of somebody from Raygun. So Raygun has donated all of the printing cost. So they buy the T-shirts in bulk, and then Raygun
I know
prints.
somebody who works there. Nick works there.
So
Huh. Our next question is, how is your team project expressing and developing your servant leadership skills? I mean, I've noticed that I don't know what all you guys have been doing, but I've gone in like before the actual packaging and helped set up and then kind of like seen a little bit of the behind the scenes per se. I didn't realize how much like I mean, there's a ton of leadership and education that goes into each volunteer, which is kind of surprising to me because people are only there for 2 hours, but they actually invest a considerable amount of time educating them and teaching them. So that was
because
interesting.
I've done a lot of the labeling of the bags and stuff prior to the events, and then I have set up, and then I got to wash all the dishes after a mobile event. So
Yeah.
Oh,
that was exciting too. So and that was a lot of work. So, there's a lot of processes that go into that if anybody hasn't done that. So
hmm
and then Melanie and Tracy and I did the actual packing event.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've touched a lot of it.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, it's neat too how like I think it's neat because it's easy, it's very user friendly, but it's how precise everything is and everything labeled and neatly put
Yeah.
away so that way, because I've helped with dishes and then I've also like when I first gotten there put all the dishes away and set up all the tables and made all the kits and everything. So it's nice that it's user friendly like that where there's a lot of communication that goes into it.
Yeah, it makes it easier to volunteer.
And they make it like really exciting too. They make it like a competition for like the last group, like
Yeah.
setting a record for how much we can package.
Yeah. And they're so appreciative of any help that you give them. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very nice. I've never felt like I was in the way or not wanted or anything. So
Right.
it's nice. I think those are our only questions.
At least we got it to work this time.
Yeah, first try.
Right? We all hear each other.
Yeah.
I don't know
And I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look. I did the paper and the PowerPoint and started those and sent them off to you guys.
Yeah,
through,
thanks for doing that, by the
Yeah,
way.
no, it looks really good.
So just add to it, and then if maybe at the end we can just post it and everybody just kind of read through the final and look through the finals before we
Yeah,
decide.
sounds
Yeah,
good.
sounds good.
That'd be great.
When are you guys finishing your hours? Obviously you're done, Chris, but
I'm not done.
I think next week I'm doing 2 days, and that'll be all of mine.
okay. All right. Well,
And then you get your evaluation to Sandy so she can fill it out at the end.
yeah. You know,
And he told me we had to hang on to those till week 14.
we do. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
So
do we just upload those, I'm assuming?
I'm assuming I just scanned them and they're sitting on the computer waiting to go. So,
Okay. All right, sounds good.
all right. Thanks, girls.
Thanks.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.